Good evening. Welcome to Psych Coffee Shop. I'm Aeson Knight, and of course, with me tonight is Natalie McVicker. How are you, darling?
Hi, I'm fantabulous as always, sir. How are you?
Oh, evil, just pure evil. You know, I'm trying.
I wouldn't want you any other way.
Well, you know, it's been one of those weeks that we both deal with, and it's like, oh, can we just not?
Mm.
Do we just not?
Do we just not? Can we just not do this week at all? Can we just?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because we're looking at 2023. We're getting 2024 together.
I know.
And it's holiday time.
Dr. Evil. I'm Arica.
Hello.
Appropriate introductions and all.
Yes. I even have a cat for that title. I'll take my $1 million now.
But it's not a hairless cat, though.
Give me 20 minutes.
I was just gonna say, hold on, I'm sure he's got Nair underneath the cabinet somewhere. And then immediately you're like, hold on, I got Nair. Genius. I love it.
So, you know, of course we had Christmas, and I
had Yule and Christmas.
Yule and Christmas. We had a good time. Full moon lasting through.
You know, while retrograde is just taking us right out of the year, you know.
Yeah.
Let's just finish the year. Let's start the year with the full moon in Cancer and start out with a whole bunch of emotions. Let's just end it with the full moon in Cancer and just bring it back. All of those emotions that you had 12 months ago. Let's just bring it right back around. Merry Christmas to all. Exactly. Oh no, this is awful. I thought I had buried this a year ago. Nope, it's all come back up to the surface.
That tells me you didn't put enough fertilizer on those rose bushes.
I had one thing kind of pop up, and it was more like a grief thing. It was more like I don't want to use the word disappointment because it wasn't really disappointment. It was just God damn it.
Exactly.
It was a God damn it cry kind of thing. I just saw 3:33 on the freaking clock. I'm gonna get kicked out of my group chat again because I'm in a group chat that I get kicked out of daily, at least 3 or 4 times. Well, 3 times at least.
Okay, and then get out
because
back in.
Because magical stuff keeps happening to other people as a result of me apparently. So as a punishment, I get kicked out of the group.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Mark.
That just makes it even more happening.
You know. I think so.
So in the mundane life world, this is what it looks like. Christmas, mother visits. Day after Christmas, mother-in-law visits. Day after that, I'll go get some pain shots and get basically told, so you don't get to do anything that's even remotely your normal for 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't shuffle cards and they're like, oh no. Yeah. It's anything over a pound, but doing this repetitive motion over and over and over again with your shoulders, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably not a good idea. Yeah, when I get them done in my spine and they're just just don't move. And I was like, for how long? And you're like, for at least 2 days?
72 hours.
I have to walk. I need to go to the bathroom at some point, you know? Fine.
Yeah.
I get another round of shots in February, so hopefully this is apparently the last set of shots that I had were like a test shot just to see if it would actually do anything. It was short term, and it did something. So we're gonna try for the long term block now.
Yay!
It'll either work or it won't. We'll find out very soon after I have the injection.
You know, I'm cool with injections. I'm cool with pills. I'm even cool with like outside body devices, like TENS units. Love me a good TENS unit. It can become useful in so many areas.
Yeah, I have some TENS units. Some, like 3.
Well, you max them out.
You do. Then you need like different, and then you need like the different shape pads and the different size pads and stuff like that to put on different parts of the body. It's a whole thing, you know.
Right, but for me, you know, my TENS unit I maxed out a long time ago, and it's like this thing needs new batteries, so they got me a different one. Yeah. So it's the fun of it. Okay. Yeah. What I'm not interested in is anything that attaches into the body.
Yeah. when you got something inside and then you gotta plug yourself in.
Yeah. No.
If you that's bad. Gives a whole new meaning to like I gotta go recharge.
Oh, it gives a whole new meaning to I gotta go recharge. No, thank you. I live in West Virginia. It is the 1800s. My battery could be low, and the power go out.
Mhm.
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 And for the record, I don't care if any of our audience has struggled with this. Your IV drug users, tell me something. When do you get over the feeling of the needle going in?
Yeah, I don't think you do.
That's the worst.
Well, you don't. You don't. Okay. From my understanding, what you're going to get out of it as a result is it's worth going through the discomfort.
Uh-huh.
For them to continuously, repetitively do it over and over and over again, you know, you would think that they're just like, it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Worth it. Anywho, Gypsy Rose Blanchard got released from prison today.
Who?
Gypsy Rose?
Uh-huh.
She got released from prison today.
About time.
I know. Should have been done ages ago.
Right.
Whatever. I got my own opinions.
That case was crazy.
Oh my God. Oh, Munchausen's by proxy is a whole thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole thing.
Right.
I don't understand. I mean, I understand it, but I also don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand what it is. I understand what it is, but I don't understand how. I can't wrap my head around that.
Right.
It's like, I'm just going to slowly poison my child. What?
Yeah.
Crazy. And then defraud, like, multiple communities and all of this stuff. It's great. Fantastic.
See, that's where I have a problem at.
Your stomach does not like the prednisone. My face doesn't like prednisone. I get like bright red on prednisone. I can see that. Let's add a steroid to Aeson and just see what happens. Oh no.
Yeah.
Incoming chat to decline slightly. And nope. I'm just kidding. I love you to pieces. I'm totally kidding. But other people would be like, yeah, no, absolutely not.
Run.
Run for the hill.
He's on prednisone this week. Run. He has a list that he is targeting.
And he's called multiple times in a row, this is bad.
Yes.
This is very, very bad. Starts writing out the last will and testament while on the phone with you. Funny.
All right. So apparently West Virginia made the news. You'll appreciate this one.
Will I appreciate it? Will I?
Yes.
Go on then.
All right. Duke Mayonnaise Bowl.
Oh my God, are you serious? Are you really, you're really going to bring this up? Because I've been avoiding this subject all day. All day. I've been like, nope, I don't want to hear about that, because everything about that visual makes me want to vomit slightly. So hard pass. And then I'm like, my Facebook feed, I'm like, I'm just not even going to open up Facebook for like the next 3 days. Because all I keep seeing is pepperoni rolls and Duke's mayonnaise put together in various scenarios. And I'm like, this is not okay. The internet needs to just stop for a minute.
What's even funner is the Apostolics have gotten in on this.
You can't find the Cash App. I'll send it to you after, Arica. I think Aeson has it. It's I think it's just the $ with my name, I think.
It is.
Is it just $ Natalie McVicker all together smushed?
No, $thependulumpath.com. It should be underneath your thing.
Underneath my thing.
Yep. Let me
It's
see if
not
I've got the
underneath my
older
thing, though.
band. No,
it's not
you
underneath my
entered in
thing,
and
though.
you didn't put it underneath it when you
I
came in.
didn't. Well, damn it. I don't know how to fix that.
No, that's to me. That doesn't work. There we go.
Yeah, literally, truly an abomination. Completely. Well, disgusting. I'm like, ugh, no. And like people are putting like the cheese, like the mozzarella cheese pepperoni rolls, and then dunking it in the Duke's mayonnaise. I'm like, oh my God, so you've got cheese and mayonnaise like together. Ugh. Like a big chunk of cheese and a big old thing of, it's so nasty. Yeah, I saw like the roasted red pepper one. I was like, that is like with bacon and tomato. I'm like, no, it's not a pepperoni roll. If you're adding like all of this other stuff to it, that just takes away from it. And it's supposed to be just bread pepperoni rolled.
Exactly. Now it's
like
Catholic Church.
Pepperoni roll, like that's what it was.
Yeah, but since the Episcopalian Church has done this, there might be a taste test occurring. Just saying.
I'm off that day. I'm sick. I have a stomach ache. I have a migraine. I'm out of town. I don't have internet connection. I don't have internet that day.
You know I'm not going to torture you.
Even though you kind of want to sometimes. It's okay. It's fine. It's totally justifiable most days.
No, you're not my first choice for torture.
One, it's because I am for other people.
It's an hour and a half to deliver any torture I would like to do from up there. Because we're not having you go out and buy the abominations.
Absolutely not. Okay, but if we did do like a taste testing, I would immediately have to like send over a bunch of like British treats and be like, okay, so now you're gonna down like a teaspoon of Marmite for the whole world to see. Yeah, and Miracle Whip being the unforbidden. No.
Miracle Whip is always forbidden. I don't know who the hell thought that.
Brenda, I'm about to ban you from the chat.
Yes.
Like kick her out of the live.
No,
so gross.
No, yuck. All right, but anyhow,
so nasty.
You're not my first victim when it comes to taste testing. For multiple reasons. Now, British treats, please bring them on. Marmalade, Vegemite, Tollies. I want that.
I've got some, I made sausage rolls for Christmas. I've still got some of those in the refrigerator.
Ooh. Now, which ones do you use? Do you do the ones with the lobster cheese or the biscuit quick?
Okay, so a sausage roll, British style, is sausage, that you doctor up with a whole bunch of like herbs and stuff. And then you put it inside puff pastry and roll it over, egg wash, bake it, slice it up. Is ranch dressing allowed? See, that,
Yes.
I was like, I think that's an exception.
No, ranch dressing comes from Duke mayonnaise meets buttermilk meets ranch seasoning.
But I like ranch on pizza crust sometimes.
It's delicious on pizza crust.
And isn't a pepperoni roll technically kind of, sort of, a little bit just like one giant pizza crust that just has pepperoni inside of it?
No. Pizza comes with more things than pepperoni. You've solved
but
this
just
argument.
The crust, I mean.
Even the crust comes with more things on it. There's garlic butter, there's seasonings. Believe me, this is a conversation that occurs in the household quite often about.
Like on a regular basis.
Yes.
Yeah, when my friends get a like glimpse of like what the inside of my head is like, they're like, "Do you think like this all the time?" I'm like, "Yes, constantly, all the time, every single day, about everything, meaningless and meaningful." I have one-sided conversations with myself about it, and rationalize both perspectives. It's terrible. It's just, I'm like, and then I have ADHD on top of that, which really doesn't help.
See,
at all.
I think, okay, can we talk about ADHD and how I think it's a superpower if you use it right?
It is a superpower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm trying not to laugh hard at something.
Oh, really? What?
The whole time. It's an inside joke and it's funny.
Okay.
Oh, you like creating chaos. Hadn't noticed.
It is not chaos, it is chaos.
I've got enough chaos in my life.
Not really.
You're like, no, you don't.
Right. Once we get you fully launched, some gateways open up, then you'll have enough chaos.
Christ. I've already got like one-armed men projecting themselves in my bedroom at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I just, it's already a lot.
I'm 15.
I know, and it's already bad enough in my house. I'm constantly like, what? And no one said your name. Yes, they did. No, they didn't. Oh my God, yes, they did. It's all the time, every day. I'm like, what?
Right.
No one said anything.
Right.
Yes, they did. I heard it clearly.
And it's one of those things that's just like, let's throw some additional craziness here.
And then there's the third option. Well, Nat argues, yeah, constantly. It's this. I have internally and outwardly argued with spirit, like on shows, in live readings with people. Like I literally looked up and been like, really? You really want me to say, okay, all right, fine, okay, fine. Some people are like, you're literally talking to nobody. I'm like, nope, I'm talking to somebody. You just can't see
somebody,
them.
maybe not someone who knows.
Or maybe somebody that you do know.
And don't want to talk to.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So I'm having the traditional Mercury in retrograde effect.
Are you? What tech is acting up now?
Not tech. Tech's being hay for the moment.
Okay.
What
do we got?
Hi, how are you? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Are you serious?
Hi, I've been thinking about you. Merry
I bet
Christmas.
you have. Yeah, I bet you have been thinking about me. I bet you have.
Yeah.
I bet you have been thinking about me.
Yeah. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Block.
Yeah. New phone, who dis? Even though you know exactly who it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. You've been struggling with the energy and blaming the moon. Well, here, I got something really cool kind of to tell people here, because you'll find this kind of cool, Aeson. All right, so this here, this little thing here, the stuff that's inside there is actually moon dust, like literal pieces of the moon.
Okay.
I have the moon around my neck.
I know. Are you just wanting all the emotional energy all the time?
A little bit. Just a tad. Like I looked, I was like, is this like real this is real moon dust? And then it's like certificate of authenticity, and it's like literally like something crashed into the moon, hurled a chunk, it landed in Africa, and now I've got it around my neck. Big old chunk of the moon. It's been scientifically NASA tested and everything. It's awesome.
Again, are you wanting all the feels all the time? The only people that need that is narcissisms. That way they can get all their emotions.
I mean, I'm already an emotional being, so let's just amp it up.
Yeah.
Even more. It'll help me with my empathy. You don't need help with your empathy, Nat. I know I don't.
Cancers, I'm surprised Lowe's did not have a stampede as soon at 10:20 a.m. yesterday.
When everything went on sale?
No, when the moon went full moon and all true cancers went, oh my God, I need to clean the house.
Oh, well, okay. So I don't have any cancer in my chart, but literally this morning I was like, okay, if I don't clean some of these crystals, I'm going to go insane. And I was like, I didn't sleep at all. Like last night, I was like 2.5, maybe 3 hours of sleep. And then anxiety was like, hey, we're here. And I was like, why though? I didn't invite you over.
You're not needed right now.
Right.
Okay. Starting with everything the past 2 months. Okay, so we need to go to a larger planet because it ain't Mercury in retrograde. And
she's got a lot of loss.
Couldn't sleep. All now I'm just trying. Yep, that the 3 weeks I would say is Mercury.
And she's had a lot of loss recently too.
Yeah. So we can't really.
Last night you finally slept. I did not.
I crashed out. When I got through the door at 5 o'clock, and I woke up about 5 o'clock this morning. I went back to sleep for a couple hours.
Yeah, I was gonna wake up at like 6, and then I looked at my phone, and it's like, you missed your alarm. I was like, it is 7 o'clock. Oh no, I have a show in an hour, and I don't look like I should be presented to anybody other than myself.
Right.
I look like trash.
And you look perfectly fine. We could roll you.
I do now. You would not have said that to me like an hour and a half ago. You would have been like, go do something with that, please.
My comment
you would have
there and get on stage.
Be like, Natalie, come on. Be like, all right, fine, I'm going.
Yes. We have a show to do
today. At least I ate today.
See, there's a reason to like have food on your stomach. That's a weird effect.
You force yourself to do a live. Well, you shouldn't force yourself if you're not feeling up to it, Arica. Just saying. But if you feel like you got to help people, then trust that, as I usually say. Incense, tiny little bit of incense.
Well, Arica, I'm going to give a few recommendations. We'll call them that. 1, increase your caffeine intake, especially during your focus hours. 2, if you ain't journaling, fix that. 3, if you aren't meditating, fix that. 4, before you force yourself to do a live, go get a shower. 5, and I don't care what sex you are, if you really aren't feeling yourself, put on a full face of makeup. There's a reason.
Make yourself feel like yourself.
Well, none of that. Put up a nice energy barrier there.
Yeah. Glamour.
Is that all spiritual? Yeah, but at the same time, it's real life about how to jerk yourself back to reality. The other thing, and this is especially for the psychics out there, it is becoming more highly clear that you need patterned life behavior. Almost to the point that someone can look at their watch and go, oh, it's 2:00. Natalie is having a cup of tea. How do you know that? Because it's 2:00.
Yep, yeah.
Okay.
I have quite a few friends that know what my routine is like. Right. Yeah, I look like a zombie. Better put makeup on. Fat. Yeah. It's like I looked in the mirror. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get words are gonna come out of Ace's face if I look like this on a live stream. I'm gonna go fix that right now.
Words don't come out of my face; they come out of my mouth, and it's normally like, what are you doing?
Be like, what? Natalie? No.
No. You know better than to do that.
Right? Like just. No, go fix that. And I would know exactly what you were referring to.
Right. So headaches are a sign of blood moving faster than it needs to. So that means we need to up that meditational game.
And do a lot of grounding work too, so that you're not just disconnected. Right.
And that may mean that instead of sitting around with your legs crossed in the lotus position at 48 degrees each, and, humming the latest tune in your head, you get up and get moving. You get walking, because headaches are a lot of normally built up energy.
Yep.
Fun fact, if Aeson doesn't read in 24 hours, he gets a migraine from hell because he's got built up energy. And it's like, oh, God, give me aspirin and turn on the hot ones. Let's rock it.
And then I get the same if I do too many readings in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been open like the entire day pretty much without having a moment to like just switch it off for a second.
Right.
And just be me for a moment, and then I'm like, at the end of the night, I'm like, why is my head literally pounding so hard? And it's like, I've had water, I've done this, I've done that, and nothing's helping. Oh, it's literally because I've just had my third eye just wide open the entire day, and it hasn't had any Visine or blinked.
Yeah, and you didn't take it take it into the shower because you didn't feel good.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. And it's like, no, you have to shower before and after your readings. You're just like a nurse. You don't want to be carrying your client's cheating, ooey gooey, nasty energy into your sheets.
Yeah.
See that like cold dirt.
Ark, I just pulled a card for you. It's the Star Keeper. It says seek the light by staying grounded. So, maybe do that. I don't know. Maybe do that. And also, it's earth pulsing, and it says slow down as well. So meditation, grounding. Okay. Pulse of the mother, and she's starting to slowly maybe wake up, kind of tiny little bit.
All right. So, you got your 24 goals ready?
I did 12 so far. I've got 12 so far.
Okay. That works.
I've got 12. I've got 12. I've got my notebook going. I've got 12. It's like I have to sit there and like really think about them. And it's like, because I pulled, so what I typically do is past few years, I will write down 12 goals or 12 intentions. Actually 13. I will write 13 down. So I will burn 12 of them, and then whichever one I don't burn, and I don't know which one I picked out because I fold them all up, and I burn them, and I burn all except one, and the last one is the one that I am responsible for manifesting for that whole year. So that's the thing that I am in charge of. That's the thing that I have control over. So like it's like I have fun. It's a fun thing, and I usually you burn one on New Year's, and then every single day after that you burn a consecutive one, releasing that intention into that year. And yeah, all 12 happened, and the one thing that I was responsible for failed at. Well, I didn't fail at it. It was just something that was completely outside of my control. And when I looked at what I was responsible for, I was like, well, how am I going to have any control over that? Because it's literally something that no one has any control over. But it's fine. I survived it. We're good.
Oh, good.
So yeah, but I was like, I have 12, but I can do 24. I can double up on that.
Well, it's 24.
It's a good manifestation, I think.
Well, because there's 8 sectors of life, and 24, so that's 3 apiece.
Right, I get it. See, I was just doing it like one for the month, like each like goals or things you were wanting to bring in and stuff like that. Also, I mean, I don't like. Do you have New Year's traditions? Do you have Hogmanay?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Hogmanay is the Scottish version, but do you have like New Year's stuff that you do every single year without fail? Because otherwise, like evil will befall you.
I don't know about evil befalling me, but I at least try to have a drink.
Gotcha.
I at least try to be nice to somebody.
God.
Possibly a few to somebody's.
Ooh.
I try to make
It's
sure
the one
not
day
to
out
do
of the
laundry.
year. It's the one day out of the year.
Yeah, they best take advantage of it. I try not to do laundry because that's just evil.
No, well, there's actually that's actually something that I scream and shout from the top of my lungs on New Year's. Is that from New Year's Eve, like New Year's Eve day on New Year's, do not do laundry for the love of God. Don't do laundry. That was like the one freaking rule that everybody in my family kind of screamed at me, and that was like drilled into my brain. You do not do laundry because it washes out the people in your life that you currently have in your space. So it's like, unless you want to get rid of some people, don't do laundry. And you might not, you'll wash people out of your life if you do, and you don't know who you're washing away. So do not do laundry or clean. It's like cleaning your house. So that's why I'm like doing my mat clean now, like a winter, spring clean, because on New Year's, I'm sitting there wanting to bust out the vacuum. I don't know who I'm sucking up. No, I don't know what energy I'm getting rid of. And then at midnight on New Year's, somebody's got to run to the front door and someone's going to run to the back door and open those doors at the exact same time to let out the old and let in the new. So it creates like a breezeway. And that happens at midnight. Like you got to open, or if you don't have 2 doors, because some homes don't have like a separate exit, open up like the biggest window or several windows. Like have everybody in your house go to a window and go and open it at like the exact same time, like 3, 2, 1, and then open it, and then let out the old, let in the new, leave it open for a few seconds, let the cold breeze come in, clean your house out, ring a few bells if you want to, clap your hands, and then close it. That's that stuff. You do that one too? Yeah.
I do that one. The other one is I don't cook on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Like I don't like to cook on New Year's Day. Like order takeout.
Yeah.
Because I'm not spending my whole damn year in the kitchen.
Right.
The thing,
I don't we did that on Thanksgiving and we did that on Christmas. I'm done.
Right.
Like, no, thank you. Yeah.
So, it's one of those, I also make sure that, like my planner's set up. We have the base year subscribed to in it. That way there is a roadmap for the year.
Right. You at least have some kind of direction.
Yes. Not only that, but that way it's all ready for us. It's like, yep, this is what we're doing. This is how we're going to accomplish A plus B equals double Z, and we move forward.
Yeah, I have a feeling that 2024 is going to be a year.
24 is going to be a flowing year because it's an 8 year, and with it being an 8 in numerology, let me pull that
moving
up.
Forward and stuff. I feel like there's going to be a lot of releasing.
8 represents the balance in the materialistic world and the spiritual world. There are the religious ones who always believe in God. They will have a good willpower, serious nature disruption, and make them very strong in the face of any challenges. So with that,
Yeah. So since you're working on New Year's Day, you'll be spending all year at work. Awesome.
Yes, that's like
I mean, essentially, kind of. Yeah.
you'll be working all year. I make sure to do double time on New Year's. Like I want to hit my goal New Year's Day early and double it, so that I
Yeah.
get twice the amount of work into me.
Yep.
You know. But no, 7 was a really rough year. 8 is a much easier year.
I'm gonna go through a freaking transformation. I feel it.
Just remember, you got to stay in the zip code.
I
As the
don't plan on
planetary one.
leaving. I don't plan on going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay. Yeah, no.
I mean, I have plans on going places, but like, you know.
Yeah. But no,
Yeah.
the 8-year. Yes, thank you. Is representative of abundance, balance, and success. So it'll be a really good money year. A lot of growth occurs into it. What's interesting is there's some predictions talking about a lot of justice being laid out, leadership occurring, taking on things. Because of course it is, with it being an 8, it's Archangel Michael's year, so that'll be interesting.
Mhm.
Let's see what
That's
happened
fun.
the last 8 year.
When was the last 8 year?
That's what I'm looking up. Oh crap, I guess I'll have to back calculate. No one's thought to write this up.
And you're not going to sit there and just math it all out year by year. Like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, nope. Hard pass. 2015. Thank you, Alexandria.
Thank you, Alexandria.
2015. Thank you so much.
If you guys remember what happened,
like going back in my head, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to sit there and like count every single freaking year in my head. Nope.
All right. Some major events of 2015. Happened in 2015. China stock market crash.
I moved here in 2015 to West Virginia. That's when I showed up.
Is it terror striked in 3 continents? Russia invaded Syria. Volkswagen got caught cheating on emissions. Diplomatic ties with Cuba. The FIFA scandal. Syrian refugee crisis. Greek debts spectacular. We got marriage equality and terrorists in France.
Fun times.
Yes.
Good times.
So looking at that, you can compare that to, what could happen in 2024.
Right.
I find it interesting that Russia invaded Syria We got Russia at war at the beginning of 2024. Chinese stock market, that market has looked like, I don't know, scary for a while now.
Yeah.
And then, we've got other things going on in Syria and, different refugee situations going on. So it'll be interesting to watch this play out.
Indeed. Indeed. I don't know, I'm kind of, well, not trying to count chickens before anything hatches or anything, but I am kind of maybe a little bit excited about this year. I haven't been excited about a new year in a while. So I'm being cautiously optimistic. I'm being cautiously, like weirdly cautiously optimistic. And it's it's weird. It's weird because I'm just like, oh my God, here we go again. For the past few years, that's basically been like my whole attitude of going into like the next year. Like, oh my God, here we go, kind of thing. This year though, I'm like, stuff's already started to change, so maybe like this could be a fun year. I hope it is.
Right. Well, and it's your whole perspective thing. If you go in going, oh, it's hell, oh, it's hell, oh, it's hell, oh, it's hell, damn, it's hell, you're going to get that. If you go in going, you know what, I'm taking on the world.
I say this to so many of my clients who are struggling with a lot of negativity in their life and like ask me, why is everything going so horrible in my life? I was like, okay, so whenever you're like sitting there in that mentality all the time, you're bringing that energy into you. So when you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my God, I hate today already. Guess what? Your day's going to fucking suck. Like you woke up and immediately brought negativity into your day. Like without even consciously thinking about it, you're just like, let's bring on some bullshit. Yes. And that automatically, it's like you put like, that's like the little chip for the day, like that's your mood, that's your baseline energy for the day. I had one morning I woke up, I was like, today is literally going to be the most magical day ever. I can feel it in my magical bones. And I went to work, clocked in at 7 o'clock. By 7:05, a raccoon had walked in through my front lobby. And then I spent like 3 hours hanging out with a raccoon. I was like, this is literally the most magical day of my life. And I said that it was going to be. And it was beautiful. And I felt like a Disney princess for a few freaking hours. And it was magic. And I loved it. And I still miss Wilson because that's what I named him. But, it's that mentality. If you go into life or each day, month, week, minute, thinking this is going to be awful, it's probably gonna, because you're making it that way. You're making it so. You're intending that. You're willing it to be so. You're creating that for yourself.
Right. And you can't, or you can choose to go, oh, everything is going to be great and grand, and this is what I want, and this is how I want it. I want to earn this today. I want to do this today. I'm going to try this today. I've never done this before. Oh my God, it actually works. Let's do it again.
Yeah. Even my friend Nikki all the time, she's like, your life could literally be on fire, Natalie, and you would find a reason to laugh about it or find something funny. And I was like, because if I allow all of that to swallow me, I will never come out of it.
Well, not only that, but sometimes fire is needed to clear out dead wood.
True. And I was like, I've had so much chaos. Chaos is an understatement. It's a very blanket statement. I've had a lot of trauma in my life. And it's like, you know what? It's just like that. Like when stuff happens, I'm like, I hate it, but I'm gonna fight it, I guess. I mean, it's a war, and I'm here, and I'm just gonna do the thing. Well, like I'm here. I'm just gonna keep going forward. I don't have a choice. Either let it swallow you, or choose to move forward.
Right. Well, see, and that's the thing there. I've done recently. I've done a TikTok soundbite, and I hear it all the time from people. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you do that. And I'm always like, did I have a choice? Did someone
I just did it. Like, no one said, do you want to? Because if that was the option, I would have said no. No, thank you. Double it and give it to the next person. Thank you.
I can't. And those words I hate really bad. I can't do that. I can't do it. Well, who says you can't?
Yeah,
Other than yourself. Like, yourself is not countable. We aren't counting yourself because, we will say it very nicely. Yourself limits your ability because it's trained to do so, because it might attract a tiger to come eat you.
You know.
You know.
I don't like the word can't. My child all the time, I'm like, would you stop saying that you can't do something? You're choosing not to try. You haven't even tried. You're saying you can't before you have even made even a mental attempt to start.
No.
So you've already said no, and you've already failed before you even started. And a lot of people that are scared of doing things, I'm like, are you scared of failing, or are you actually scared that things are going to go right, and you're so used to things going wrong that you're scared that if it goes right, you're not going to know how to handle that? And then they're like, oh no, that is a hard truth I wasn't expecting. Like, isn't it? Because you're so used to failure.
Exactly, and and then we have this other consequence after we have had so much trauma go on. We've lost millions. We've gone through all this bombing and war and attack and all this other stuff. And that fearful to be joyful is so scary to people.
It's fear of success. It's fear of being. I think it's not. Okay, this might be a pill that some people might not be ready to swallow. I think a lot of people are afraid of happiness.
Exactly, it's forbidden joy.
They're afraid of being happy because other people aren't, and so I think there's a lot of guilt around happiness or doing what you want to bring happiness into your life, making big changes in your life because you are unhappy and going after happiness. It's scary to do that. It's scary to do that, especially when we are trained or taught that pain and suffering is literally what life is all about, and we just have to suck it up, buttercup, and deal with it.
Yeah, see, I never got that lesson. I don't know. Maybe I was asleep in class that day.
Maybe. I mean, I've had a lot of really bad stuff happen to me, and yeah, there are a lot of people who would have allowed that to kill their soul or them or whatever. But it was like I'm like, you know what? That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. That's not who I choose to be. It's a choice every day. You wake up and you have a choice, people. You have a choice every single day. What are you choosing? Make sure you're choosing wisely. Whatever it is that you're doing, choose it wisely and put thought into it. Because there are consequences to every single choice that you have.
And then, metaphysical people do not like this. So I'm going to tell you anyhow. Sometimes it needs to be the year of no. Yeah. Sometimes it needs to be the year of hell no, because of the boundaries and setting boundaries and going, no, it is not you blocking your abundance by telling, no, you are not going to serve me cod liver oil. I didn't order it from the universe. That is not what I'm here to enjoy. Stop serving me cod liver oil.
Right. Exactly. And start giving me honey on a spoon, please, because that's what I was asking for.
Exactly. And people get all, especially metaphysicals, they get all pissy about that. And it's like, no, you don't have to accept, pig's ears and call it silk.
Right.
You don't settle. Now, if you're blocking yourself, I'm starting to see that this is my year of yes, this is my year of this, and I'm like, the universe is going to test that.
Right. It's I don't know. Is it a test, or is it like, are you sure you really want this? Because if you really want this, you're gonna have to earn it. You're gonna have to push for it, and if you really want it, you're gonna keep pushing for it, and then we'll give it to you. But you got to show us that you want it. And it's like with a job. It's like if you want a promotion, you got to show your boss that you are worthy of that promotion. You got to show them that you're worthy of that money, that energy, that raise up, whatever it is. You got to show that you're worthy of it and that you want it.
Right, and see, that's one level, but then you have the other level where it's like, oh, I want better, so you're offering me this bullshit. No, I'm not doing the bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, no is a valid answer. And sometimes, and it's like, so I've had people ask me, like, do you have any good protection spells? And I was like, there's a block button. Decline. No. It's a great spell. It's very quick, very effective, very simple. But you gotta mean it. Mm-hmm. Don't say it if you don't mean it. They're like, that's a spell. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Yeah. It's setting an intention, and you're doing an action that's going to bring about an effect.
Right.
Make sure you're ready for that effect.
Right.
It's always an exchange of energy with every single thing that you do. You exchange energy with yourself, with the items that you interact with the people that you talk to, everything. Every single thing that you do, you're interacting with its energy, with the animals that you're around, everything.
Right. Everything is an exchange of energy, and the question is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that. Really, truly, honestly, look at it and evaluate, is this worth it? No, this is not worth the value.
Yeah.
No, I'm not paying.
Or if you're sitting there saying, I deserve better, or I deserve more, or this is too much for me, whatever it is. And it's okay to say that something is too much for you, or it's okay to say, I'm not ready for that. It's totally okay to say, I'm not ready for something. It's completely fine.
Right. And we do that. Well, the universe reads us as doing that. When we stress and worry and feed into that anxiety, and stress and worry and feed into that anxiety, but don't do anything to change the anxiety.
Yeah.
You're basically telling the universe, I don't want this, instead of,
right.
I'm not feeling good. I'm stressing and nervous and stressed over this. So I'm going to go walk for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, hit the gym for a little bit.
Right. I'm going to do something to distract yourself or change that energy. Even talking to somebody about it is super helpful. Journaling, write it down, talk it out, whatever you got to do.
Right. But what shouldn't do, I'm going to say not do because you're not mine. I can't tell you you're not allowed to do it. Is sit there and worry over it. If you're worried about your bills, then take and sit down and write out your budget. Know exactly where every 10 cents goes to.
Yeah, and see where where you need to make sacrifices in order to make that end meet.
Well, not only that, but then you have control over it. That's why the check registry was so powerful for women of the 1900s, is because they knew exactly every penny that was in their control. And they were able to take that and go, okay, this is what I want. This is where I want it. This is how I'm going to take my egg money and pay for the vacation that my husband won't take me on.
Right.
He's still going to pay for
it. Just maybe not financially.
Oh, he's going to pay for it.
He's going to pay for it some way. In some way, shape, or form. He's going to pay for it.
He's going to be eating chicken for 2 weeks because all the prices are terrible. He keeps telling me how poor I am. Well, by God, honey, you're going to have gravy all week. It's just terrible. Then I've got a surprise for you. I've saved up my Tupperware money, and we're going on a vacation. Oh, you can't go because you're too busy at work? Not a problem, honey. I have a bunch of casseroles in the freezer. Me and little Johnny will see you in 2 weeks.
Yep. And wants to know, can they ask a psychic question? You can ask any question.
You can ask the psychic question, and you always can ask the psychic question. Any show, take questions.
I mean, if it's like some weird calculus equation, it might take me a minute, but it's fine.
It's been a while since I've done trigonometry. So.
I was going to say, I'm like, it's been a really long time since I've done calculus, so I don't know if I'd be able to. It's been a really long time.
I taught you how to do your books last year, so I'm sure you can do calculus. It's as easy as the tax code.
Right, seriously.
Got it? There we go.
Let's see. All right, for this to work, one or both of you has an ex that you need to let go of, or like a toxic relationship that you got to let go of. But I would definitely say stay optimistic about your connection with this person. They're quite engaged with you and your energy. You've also got to believe that you are deserving of the attention that you get from this person as well. Okay, stop overthinking, like, why am I feeling this way, or why is this person like giving me attention? Stop thinking about like whether or not you deserve it, because you're freaking awesome. Okay. But you've been calling in love for long enough that now like the universe is like, all right, we'll go ahead and give it to you. Okay. Give this, it looks like this guy Jay is probably going to be wanting to give a relationship a chance. But yeah, there's definitely some healing. There's some healing issues that have got to go on today. I would just take it up to, there's a lot of stress going on. It's okay. Cold and warm. He was cold today. He'll probably be a lot warmer tomorrow. Okay. You stop buying coffee in the morning and on the way. Yeah. It is amazing how much money you can save when you stop buying something. He'll be willing to give something a shot with you. That's what I can see. There's an ex or some kind of toxic past that one or both of you got to let go of.
Mm-hmm.
Or heal from. Something like that. Three of Swords, broken heart energy, you know. I think it could just be like a scheduling thing, so the calendar, so it could just probably be like a scheduling thing.
All right.
Sometimes people are literally too busy to even have a day to see other people because they need time for themselves as well. Like, just because someone has, I mean, I said that to somebody the other day, like, just because somebody has a day off doesn't mean that they have to be with you. So, like, sometimes they need a day for themselves. But it's all right.
Well, not only that, but people don't realize this, especially if they're like independent or they work for themselves or they work for a company that's commission-based. December and January, it's shutting down one system, starting up another system.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about emotions because they've already had all of them within 12 hours.
Right. Twice.
Twice.
And then it went in reverse at one point. Like, they went backwards through the cycle. It was very confusing.
Right. You know, and you know, starting a new relationship is like walking out on a rope bridge. You really want to take your time on it.
You do.
Every board before you put your step in.
It is, and it is a new-ish love. And again, it's pulled out again after shuffling again. Stay optimistic about it. Stay optimistic about it.
Right. You know, and I'll promise you, hot and cold now, there are days when, and you've got a long-term mate, you can talk about this. There are days I'm cold to him. Like, I just, why are you in my orbit again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, back off, buddy. I love you, but not today.
Not today.
Like, I love you, but
Satan,
you can't. It's like, I love you so much, but can you just not?
Right. She wants to know when things will improve. February, March, late April?
March-ish. March.
Okay.
Number 3. March. Number 3. Cool. You'll feel a lot more grounded in the communication.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he struggles with communication too. Like, he's not great with words. Not great with words. Like, doesn't know what to say or how to say it, kind of thing. Awkward. It's okay. People are awkward. Everyone's awkward.
Humans are awkward.
Seriously, we all are. We're all weirdos. Don't trust the normies.
Fashion or another. All right. Well, we hit that 1 hour mark, my dear.
We did, and we talked about a bunch of stuff, didn't we? And it was fun.
Exactly.
Close out the year with coffee and tea and some laughs.
Yes.
The queen of timing. Oh, I'm going to get kicked out of the group chat again for that. Thanks, Gina.
You're very welcome.
Just kidding.
All right, guys. So tomorrow night is Mountain Pairs. I will see you at 8 o'clock with Techie Joe. We will see Miss Natalie in 2024. I know there was some confusion. We do have a new host starting on the 4th.
Yep.
Which is Miss Hazel. She's coming to join us over here for coffee and tea. I'm quite sure since she's also British, she'll be having tea.
Of course. And we'll get along great, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. So with that all, you guys have an amazing evening, and we'll see you later.
Bye guys. Bye.